there, welcome back to the channel. My name is Carrie with bluescitypickin, and if you are new here, I am a part-time reseller that goes around to estate sales, thrift stores, yard sales, not as much anymore, the bins, and finds things to hopefully flip for a profit on eBay, and yes, only eBay. For this one, I have a haul from when we were out of town. We were in Kansas City for a family event and had some time in the morning. So we decided to go thrifting. I went with my mom and my picking partner, and we hit up a Savers and a Salvation Army. I will say the Savers was pretty pricey, so we did not pick up a lot there. There were a few things that I felt like I just couldn't leave, and so I didn't, and they brought me joy. Let's see, I spent $33.38 at the Savers and picked up, one thing for family, and then the rest should sell. And then I don't remember what I spent at the Salvation Army, but hopefully I'll find the ticket soon. Okay, so one of the first things I picked up at the Savers is this vintage play school, look at him, Ernie plush. He was $4.49, but he's like the learn how to do your things plush. So he's got a zipper. I think he's got some like how to put your watch on. He's got some buttons, you can tie his hat. He is not worth very much at all, but I figured I'd probably make $5 or $6 off of him, and I needed him to be okay, so I went ahead and picked him up. I also picked up this guy, another plush. This is a vintage cat in the hat. He was also $4.49. Would have been better if they were a little bit cheaper, but he is super vintage. Not sure how much he's going to be worth. There is a little bit of damage on his eyes, but all in all, his plush is in really nice condition. And so that's why I went ahead and picked him up. Looks like he's got a little bit of schmutz right here that I can probably get rid of, but I'm hoping to get, 15, 20 off of him. So there's probably a $10 bill right there. I also picked up this vintage Minnie Mouse. I don't think she's gonna be worth anything. She's right here. But she does have her little like dress on, and she is, let me see, product of Korea. I thought it said who did it, but she's nut filled, so you can't wash her. But she has one of the vintage tags. She was also $4.49, but we haven't decided whether we're going to sell her or put her up on my shelf, because she might just need to hang out with us, let's be honest. Next thing I picked up was this, I think this is L.E. Smith, Moon and Stars maybe pattern, like it's a little candy dish. It was $6.99, but I think I can list this or sell it for about $25. And this will be an easy shipper despite the fact that it's glass. So don't mind picking that one up if I do. And then this last one, I don't know if I'm going to keep it or not, but I might, because I do have some things in like Amberina and that color. This is a Fenton hobnail shoe. It still has the original Fenton sticker on it. And thank you, Savers Kansas City, for not being like Goodwill and putting your tag over it to where that would be damaged. So thank you. It's in nice condition, no chips or anything like that, but I did pay $4.99 for that. So I may end up keeping this myself. I'm not sure. This just really reminds me of my grandmother. My grandmother used to have some of these in her home, so I enjoyed that. And then I picked up one thing for my mom when we were there, and then I also picked up I'll try to put a picture right here, a Hot Wheels like car suitcase for my son. I'd been looking around for one, hadn't found one, and then ta-da, there was one for $3.50 there. So I went ahead and snagged that for him. So that was it for the Savers. Salvation Army was a nice stop. The the interesting thing there was they had a tag sale going on where all blue tag clothing was 99 cents. So I definitely picked up some of that. I spent $60 there. I did spend a little bit for my mom that I will give back to her. But yeah, 60 bucks. So let's start with like the hard goods and toys first. This guy is so adorable. He's like one of the Smile plushes with a birthday hat. I do need to check his batteries. He's not working right now, but I just thought he was too precious to leave behind. And I think he was $1.99. I don't know. It says $3.98, but this might, I think the yellow tags were 50% off. So I think I paid $2 for him. So he's adorable. We will get him tested out, and I will actually put in the description or in the comments or something on here that says whether it is or not. The next thing I found that I just love, this is a large pottery vase. And if you look real close, it says Makoma. I have heard of that before. And then it says made in Poland, and it was $10, but I thought it was gorgeous. I looked it up. I'm hoping to get like 30 to 40 out of it. These things don't scare me to ship. I, knock on wood, have had very few things break. And those that have, I've been able to get money back from the post office because it wasn't because of me that it broke. I ship a lot of breakables, and I don't think I've had anything break probably since January. So it's been quite a while. So was happy to pick that up. This was for my mom. I don't know what she's doing with it, but you know, you do you, Mom. The other thing I found was this super awesome vintage super soaker. I loved it. This is by the Laramie brand. Before, I think Nerf bought them. The year is 2001 Laramie Limited, 2002 Hasbro. I have not tested it yet. It was $5. I think it's supposed to sell for about $20 if everything works properly. And it seemed to all function properly when I was playing with it in the store. You can hear it. So that was fun. All right, now let's get into the clothing. Let me see. There were definitely a few. I think I picked up 4 or 5 blue tag items. Oh, before we get into the clothing, the shoes were all 50% off. And so these were Vivias or Vivias. I'm not exactly sure how to pronounce it, but they are brand spanking new. They had on market 13, so they were $6.50. I should be able to get 25, 30 out of those very easily. But I mean, they were just in immaculate condition, so I went ahead and snagged those. All right, let's get into the clothing that I picked up. First, this was 99 cents. This is a Prana dress. It is an extra small, but for 99 cents, you can't really go wrong. I just thought it was an adorable print. It's got some smocking around the waist, and let's see, it is lined. So for 99 cents, I hope I can get like 19 or 20. Prana doesn't sell quite as good as it used to, but like this will be a nice transitional wardrobe piece in the fall. The next item is this is Poetry. I know the brand. I haven't looked up exactly what this one is going to sell for. It is a size 8, but I think I picked it up because it was a nice cotton linen blend. Yeah, 100% cotton, and it was $8.99, so I was going to try that out. Probably will regret that, but I've never picked up Poetry before, and I just thought all of the embroidery and everything on it was really, really nice. Another one that I paid full price for was, this is the first time I have found this brand. This is Bryn Walker, $9.99. It is a 3/4 length like midi dress in like this coppery color. It is a size medium. So nice size, really cute. I did look these up. I think that it'll sell for about $30, which would put it in range for the profit that I'm looking for. And I didn't see a lot in this colorway, so hopefully that'll make mine stand out against the rest. Next up is this. I've actually worn this to work already. This is an Ann Taylor Loft, like flowy floral dress in a size large. Like I said, I've already worn this to work, and for 99 cents, I'll wear it to work for a while over the summer and then decide if I want to keep it or not. But you can't beat that. The next thing I picked up was a new with tag H&M dress. This was 99 cents, originally $34.99. The reason I picked it up is it's very like whimsigoth look, and I'm like, okay, new with tag, $1. I'll snag it, see if I can get, 20 for it, and that'll be right in range of what I'm looking for. Next item that I picked up for 99 cents was this mud, like boho flowy. Look at these like peasant, I don't even what you call those, like Renaissance sleeves. I just thought it was super cute, and it has the mud tag medium. I don't know if this is vintage or not, but yeah, for 99 cents, I'm like, we'll try this out and see how it performs. I will keyword the delight out of that. And then the last thing I picked up that I kind of regret, but I'm not sure yet, but I think the size is good, right? Like the size is great. The style, not as good. But this is a Bowden, and it's a 14 long, like tall, and it's a dress, but it is like cut in the middle to give some accent. It's like a cotton up top and then a more detailed print at the bottom. I think I'm gonna have to try to find a picture of this on the model because it's not gonna photograph well, but it is not the oldest Bowden tag, and I'm hoping that 14 long will do me some favors in that regard. But we had a really nice time at the family event, and it was fun to go out thrifting out of my normal area to see like what it's like. Kansas City is a bigger city than where I live, so it was interesting to see that even in other cities and states, you can find some really cool stuff. Like, these are amazing, and maybe I'm wrong and I'll flash up a comp of where those are worth a whole lot more. And then just love. I will say the Salvation Army had some other really cool like vintage toys, but they had them priced up crazy high, so it just wasn't it for me. Like if you look at the original tag on this H&M dress, they had 25 bucks on it. Nobody's gonna pay that, so I got it for 99 cents. And then like I think the Ann Taylor Loft dress, they had marked at like $16.99 or something like originally, and then I snagged it for 99 cents. So super happy with my pickups, and we are marching towards 1,000 subscribers, where I am planning on doing a giveaway. If you like this kind of content, I would genuinely appreciate a like, a subscribe, a comment, anything, a question. I'm happy to answer questions, and let that YouTube algorithm know that you like reseller content and my content. I do put out 3 videos a week, usually 1 to 2 what solds and 1 to 2 like hauls or shop with me's or something to that effect. So thank you so much for coming, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.